We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. 5-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
At the 49-yard line.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at their 48-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
And the ball carrier. Tackle made right at midfield. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 10.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And Ingram hauls it in. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the first down in the process. They go play action here on first down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
First down.
First and goal from the 6. Operating from the gun, Jones eluding the pressure right to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Giants 7, 49ers 0.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Ball carrier.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now this one complete to Robert Foster. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Complete to Robert Foster.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Tate on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run into big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Tackled by Emmanuel Mosley.
3-yard line.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
46-yard line.
A first down carry for Barkley, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39.
On the handoff.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Giants 7, 49ers nothing.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. From the gun, Jones looking for his running back, and he's got him. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. Here's Jones on first down. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
He's coming, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. You got tape. You got tape. You got tape.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm. Relax a little bit and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
25-yard line.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening...
Now the Niners get there and bring him down. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D. Ford that time, getting the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
At the 22-yard line.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. Then he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for first.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Open man here is Foster. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
A gain of 9.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And his throw here is incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good pickup there at 22. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there.
From the gun, Jones, flush to his right. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off at the 25. He's at the 30. 10. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.
San Francisco.
Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Jones. It's brought in left side by Tate.
That's good.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch.
Sterling.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Jones off the play fake. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's Jones to throw again. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Steps away to his left. Tate bringing it in for the Giant touchdown. Golden Tate in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Well, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Niners take over first down.
Ready to get this next drive started. The New York offense at the line. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? That'll be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
The tackle by Leonard.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
At the working from the gun, Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the... Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Touchdown,
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
49ers.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
Now Garoppolo. That's complete to the tight end, Werner. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's a first down following a gain of 3. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as he'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And this will get him all the way inside the Giants' 10. A big play there for the Niners. 45 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
The Giants.
The shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's complete right around the 8. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
And now down 3 scores. I don't think there's any decision at all. You've got to go for it because you don't know how many more times you're going to get an opportunity. Field goals, they're not going to cut it in this situation.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Robert Foster, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Gold with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Barkley a first down and more. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
1st and 10.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked up by Josh Jones. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
Complete to
12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12. And a 49er first down.
They hand it off to Mostert. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Mostert, toss left side. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Touchdown.
From 17 yards out. And the 49ers are back within a score. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score. But they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Jones now to throw on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On the return is Pettis. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Ready to get this next drive started. The New York offense at the line. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. There's Garoppolo to throw. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. A loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
2nd and a yard.
They'll run it again with Barkley. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way down to the 5.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
3rd down and
throwing Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 20. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in first downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a first down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. A quick toss outright, and he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Down San Francisco.
Garoppolo to throw. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Brandon Ayuk. And that'll bring up 2nd down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Robert Foster with time running out. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. Back to throw, Garoppolo. And they do not get it. It's incomplete. They went for the win, and the big gamble does not pay off.
49ers 27. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was a game where they got out to a pretty good size lead, and then they had to hang on for dear life at the end.
Not exactly how you would draw it up. You would continue to score and find ways to keep your lead pretty well throughout the game. But they did find a way to win, as you noted. Hung on at the end as the big run.